Welcome to another episode of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by IronMag Labs. Make your mark. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, and I'm here to bring you all the latest news in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. It's Wednesday, October 14th, 2015, and let's get to it. The IFBB kicked up a sandstorm of biblical proportions last weekend when they invaded Phoenix, Arizona for another exciting rendition of the Phoenix Europa Pro. In the men's open division, we saw an absolutely peeled Lucas Osladol narrowly edge out the Boston Mass Jose Raymond, who ditched the 212 class here in Phoenix. With the win, Osladol, who also abandoned the 212 class, locked up his second career pro victory in his first open class. In the 212 division, it was an all-out war between Olympia elite Charles Dixon and Guy Cisternino, with the tank emerging victorious by the closest of margins. In men's physique, Anton Antipov scored the easy win in a surprisingly small lineup, while in women's physique, the amazing Susan Smith blew the doors off the competition as she cruised to the win in her pro debut. In fitness, Bethany Wagner brought in incredible conditioning and snagged the win. And in the always entertaining bikini division, India Paulino continues her amazing winning ways as she rocked the stage on her way to yet another victory. Wearing the weight of a crown is no easy task, but you wouldn't know it by looking at the reigning and defending queen of the women's physique division, Juliana Malik. Just a few weeks removed from yet another successful defense of her title, the baddest woman in the physique division is already back to work, putting down the bricks and laying the foundation for Sandown number 3. With 2 huge wins on the biggest stages of the sport in the same calendar year, Malik has firmly established herself head and shoulders above the rest of the division. And unless she decides to call it a career, it's hard to imagine a scenario where we don't see her in the pole position. Off-season training looks to be alive and well for 212 superstar Hide Yamagishi. Despite not winning a show in 2015, with top 4 finishes at both the Arnold and Olympia, the Dragon still had one heck of a season. Pound for pound, Hide is one of the most complete athletes in the sport across any division. And when he's on his game, which is just about always, he's proven to be quite a handful to deal with. Unfortunately for Hide, his peaked best also happened to coincide with that of reigning Olympia champ Flex Lewis. But Yamagishi has proven in the past that he can do things people simply can't predict, so don't be surprised if the Japanese superstar knocks off a few top-tier athletes before all is said and done. If it feels like things have finally leveled out, and everything has been in its right place in the universe as of late, that's probably because the most dominant bodybuilder the galaxy has ever seen is making her way back to the stage. New training footage has leaked of 10-time Miss Olympia Iris Kyle preparing to launch an assault of intergalactic proportions on the world of women's bodybuilding. After a self-imposed sabbatical, Iris looks to be as fierce as she's ever been and hungry to sink her teeth back into the competition after what probably feels like a long hibernation. Look out, bodybuilding world. You've been warned. Iris Kyle is back on the hunt, and she's out for victory. Men's physique guys get a bad rap when it comes to training hardcore, but apparently Steve Cook never got that memo. Despite choosing to forego this year's Olympia, one of the biggest stars in the men's physique world is still training as heavy and as hard as ever. Recently, some videos surfaced of Cook in the gym hammering out 6 solid reps with some 135-pound dumbbells on the incline bench, which is pretty impressive considering Cook probably only outweighs those dumbbells by about 50 pounds. By and large, Cook is one of the most recognizable faces in the entire division, and if he wants to reclaim his spot as a top 6 Olympian, he needs to get back to competing this coming contest season and show the world that his best is still yet to come. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by IronMag Labs. Make your mark. Check out IronMagLabs.com today. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Hey guys, it's Stevie B here. If you like what you're seeing, hit the subscribe button below and never miss another RX Muscle show, segment, or update. RX Muscle is number one. Woo!